What's good, people? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. This episode of Days was insane. This episode was crazy. Yo, Chad needs to beat the shit out of Dario. I'm sorry, but Dario pissed, as usual, he pissed me off. As usual. But that scene today with Chad, Andre, and Abe was one of the best scenes. I loved every second of that scene. That scene was pure gold. Like Ron Carlivati is definitely stepping up this show. He's stepping the game up. Um, like I said yesterday, I get where Abe is coming from. Don't get me wrong, I do. I definitely get where Abe is coming from. He doesn't want his son working at Demira Enterprises. I get it. Most definitely. I get it. Wholeheartedly. I definitely understand where he's coming from with that notion. Because who will want their child anywhere near Andre Demira? Of course not. Nobody wants their kid around Andre because Andre is no different than Stefano. But he has to remember, Chad is not Stefano. And Chad is pretty much running Demira Enterprises. Kate might be the CEO of Demira, but Chad runs Demira Enterprises. So he definitely wouldn't ask Theo, I feel he wouldn't ask Theo anything, to do anything that goes against, what Abe doesn't feel good about and it goes against Abe's morals, it goes against Theo's morals. He definitely wouldn't ask Theo to do anything like that. I don't believe Chad would. Andre, on the other hand, yeah. But the thing is though, the most Andre has Theo doing right now is basically hacking into, Dario's phone to get that picture so that way they could take away his leverage against Theo. I I said Theo. I meant Chad. Because he got that picture of Chad kneeling over Damos's body, cleaning off the knife. That's definitely something that could put Chad in jail for Damos's murder. So they're trying to protect Chad. That's the most that they got Theo doing right now. But I definitely get where Abe is coming from. And I definitely understood where Chad was coming from. Like Chad kept trying to tell Abe, he's running the company, not Stefano. Stefano's gone. He's running the company. Theo's in good hands. And Andre was desperately trying to get that laptop back, and Abe was looking at him like, why are you so damn worried about that laptop? And Chad even asked, you know, Andre that question, like, what's the big deal about this laptop? Andre pretty much told him, I don't know what you're talking about. Andre just brushed him to the side. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I got calls to make. Um, I mean, Gabby, she should see that Chad don't really want to be with her. Like, it's obvious he's not all that committed to you. Like, when she told him about Abigail and Dario, he stormed out that house so damn fast she could have got whiplash. Like, seriously, he stormed out that house. Like, he wasn't having it. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely was not having it. And I hope he beats the shit out of Dario. Um, Abigail was trying to, tell Andre to like hurry up and get the evidence away from Dario so that way she don't got to go into this witness protection with him. Dario is asking way too much of her. Like you're asking her, well, not even asking, he's blackmailing. You're blackmailing her into leaving the country, leaving her son behind, leaving her mother behind, leaving her brother behind, leaving her family behind, leaving her friends behind. You're asking her to do all of this for the rest of her life. Like when you go into witness protection, that's for life. Like you can't get out of that. That's pretty much life. And you're asking her to give up her son again. She already abandoned her son once, and she definitely don't want to do it again. And Chad ain't standing for it. Like definitely not. Hell no. Even Gabby, when she went to go confront Dario, she suspected something wasn't right. She could sense it. She could feel it. She could see it. Something was not right, but she didn't know what. Even when Rafe was talking with Eli, and Eli told him that Abigail and Dario was on their way down to the station. Even Rafe said something ain't right with this shit. Cause why would Abigail of all people go with Dario? Why? She would never leave her child behind again. Hell no. Even Rafe knew something was fishy about that shit. He was like, yeah, something ain't right. We're missing something. It's way too like Dario don't think shit through. This little dumbass blackmail scheme you got going, people are gonna see right through it. They know Abigail. They've known Abigail for some of them people on this in this situation have known Abigail for years. They know how she is, and they know she's not just gonna pack up, leave her son, and take off with your ass, or with anybody for that matter. Leaving her child behind? Hell no. So something ain't right, and they gonna figure it out. Um, Dario, man, he's just a piece of shit. Like you're forcing her to come with you. She obviously don't want to go with you, and she basically told him to his face she has no intention of ever loving him. Like she will never love him at all. Like not even an ounce of her would ever love him. So why would you even want her to go with you and live in this Are you that delusional, that obsessed that you're willing to take her out of the country with you in the hopes of what, wooing her and trying to blackmail her into loving you? Like seriously, it don't work like that. Like Dario's a damn fool, and I hope somebody beat the shit out of him. So anyway, Joey and Trip. Joey needs to just tell Trip what really went down. In all seriousness, he really needs to tell Trip what really went down with Ava. Like seriously, because they've been lying to this kid ever since he came to town, lying out their face. Like they're just lies. You know what I mean? Like, and Trip deserves to know what really happened to his mother. Like, I get that they didn't like his mother, but at the end of the day, Trip never got to know his mom. And now that, he's in town, when he first comes to town, she's dead. He can't get to know her, and he's pissed. And on top of that, you're sitting there feeding this kid lies after lie after lie after lie. And it's like, you get tired of the lying. Like, they need to just tell this boy the truth. I feel bad for Kayla because she's losing her career. She's been suspended. She has to pack up her office, and Steve is about to move heaven and earth to help her get her, her job back. And he thinks that this girl Shelly is, this nurse is the girl that's causing all of this, when in reality it's Trip that's causing all of it. I just feel like I get where Steve and Kayla were coming from. They were trying to help their son. I get it. They were trying to protect their kid. But at the end of the day, you went about it the wrong way. You should have never did that because you're not really helping your son. You're hurting him in the long run by covering up a murder. Like you helped him cover this shit up and it's not going to help him in the end. And on top of that, you're lying to your other son while protecting one son. I get it that they want to protect him, but you're going about it the wrong way. And I don't agree with this revenge thing that Trick got going on. I don't like it and I don't agree with it, but I understand it. He's pissed, he's been lied to. He thinks that, Kayla killed his mother, even though his brother is the one who really did it. And Jade was, sitting there manipulating him all these months, to go after Kayla and stuff like that. And now Jade is off on some trip with her mother. Thank God they got rid of her. But it's just a fucking roller coaster. It really is. Like this whole thing is just getting out of control. Like I'm ready for the truth to come out about what really happened to his mother because I feel like Trip has a right to know. He should know. He deserves to know. Um, and the more they lie, it's like you're just making it worse. Like the outcome is just gonna be even that much worse. And it's gonna take an act of God to get Trip to actually like Steve again, to see them as family after the truth comes out. Because I have a feeling when the truth does come out, he's gonna want revenge on Joey. And it's just like that whole family gonna need Jesus. That whole family is gonna need the intervention of God when this is all said and done. Because I just see nothing good happening on this. Like this is gonna be some real shit right here. Like I just don't see nothing good coming out of this. Um, this is just gonna be a hot ass mess. I feel like the Demiras, honestly, Chad, Andre, they need to start channeling their inner Stefano. This is how Stefano stayed ahead of people, like their enemies and stuff like that. Cause Stefano would have been shut Dario little punk ass down. Stefano would have shut him down like yesterday. Seriously, Stefano had the Midas touch. He would have been shut that motherfucker down. Somebody need to shut his ass down quickly. Like Andre needs, and even Kate said it yesterday. She said they all need to tap into their inner Stefano. I agree wholeheartedly. They need to tap into that. because it's like y'all all been around Stefano all these years. You mean to tell me ain't nothing rub off on y'all? Nothing, Stefano. Like he never taught y'all nothing about the art of staying ahead of your enemies. Like how do you think he always got the best of people? He observed. He was a patient man. He even in when he had to act quickly, he still got the upper hand. Like he's that smart. Majority of the times he won. Even when it seemed like he lost, he still came out the winner. Like they need to learn how to tap into that. Like seriously, that's how you defeat the enemy. In order to defeat your enemy, you got to study your enemy. Dario is no match for the Demirs if they step up their game. But I feel like lately, he got the best of them right now, and they need to just get smart, start outmaneuvering his ass. I can't believe the feds even gave him a deal. But I can understand why in a way, but I just think it's stupid. But, they want the bigger fish. Dario has information that they want, and, it pertains to a much bigger criminal higher on the food chain than him. So when you got that type of information, then yeah, they're going to go for the bigger fish. Andre and everybody else hate that fact, but it is a fact. That's how the cops and the feds work. If you got info on somebody bigger that they want, they'll drop you. They'll let you slide on these charges for now, because you got info on somebody much bigger. So I definitely get it. I don't like it, but I get it. I'm just glad Chad got there in time to stop their ass from leaving. And hopefully, like I said, he shut that bitch down because I can't stand Dario. Dario made me just want to whoop his ass. Like every day he's on this show, I just been wanting to stomp him to the ground. Like seriously, he annoys the fuck out of me. He has no sympathy, no remorse. He's sitting there talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna make this up to you." How the hell are you gonna make this up to her? She's leaving her son, her family, her life. How you can never make that up to her? You're blackmailing her to do it. Like you can never make that up to her unless you drop dead. That's the only way he can make it up to her. If you drop dead, I think that would, make her smile. Like shit. Seriously, Dario is the worst of the worst, but I like it though, cause that like every time he just come on this show, like he just annoys me. That's how you know the actor doing a good job. I'm just saying he's supposed to play this type of role, and he's playing it to perfection, cause it really is irritating the fuck out of me. Like they need to stop him. Um, And as far as Abe and Andre go, it's about time for Abe and Andre just to beat the shit out of each other. Because every time Abe be looking at Andre with total disgust in his eyes. Like he be looking at Andre like he just be wanting to slap the taste out of his mouth. And Andre just be looking at Abe like he just want to beat Abe ass. Like they just need to get in the boxing ring and duke it out. Just whoop each other ass. Like seriously, that's the only way they're gonna get this shit off their chest. Just beat the shit out of each other. And let's get this over with. I'll play the referee if you need me to. I'm just saying, cause that's how they be looking at each other. Like Abe, he just be wanting to kill Andre every time he encounters him. Like this was definitely a dope episode. Like I enjoyed it thoroughly. Anyway, I hope all you have a great day. I will see you all later. Have a great day. I'm out. Peace.